The special investigative team of Uttar Pradesh Police, which is probing the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case, on Thursday recreated the sequence of events leading to the incident in Tikunia. The police took Union Minister Ajay Mishra's son Ashish Mishra and three other accused to the spot to recreate the crime scene. In the October 3rd incident, 8 people were killed, including 4 farmers. The farmers were allegedly mowed down by a vehicle driven by BJP workers. The farmers alleged that Ashish Mishra was present in one of the vehicles during the incident, a charge which has been denied by him. The minister's son also claimed that he was present in Banvirpur village at the time to attend a wrestling event. Besides Ashish Mishra, three other accused, including Shekhar Bharti, Ankit Das, and Latif alias Kale, was also taken to the spot for crime scene recreation. As daily COVID-19 cases fall below 1,300 in Tamil Nadu, the state government has allowed the opening of places of worship on weekends. Tamil Nadu on Wednesday recorded 1,280 new COVID-19 cases and 19 deaths. There are a total of more than 15,000 active cases in the state at this point of time. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin held a review meeting on Wednesday, and following this, a new set of relaxation has been announced. The government has now permitted places of worship to be open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Shops are allowed to be open till 11 pm. The decision comes after the Madras High Court on Tuesday granted liberty to the state government to decide on keeping the temples open on Friday, on which Vijayadashmi falls. The Tamil Nadu government had told the High Court that the restrictions were imposed following a communication from the Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan in September in view of the rise in new cases of COVID-19. After continuing to hear the arguments on the bail plea filed by Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan in the Mumbai cruise drugs case on Thursday, Judge V.V. Patil of a special court in Mumbai reserved his order on the same. As a result, Aryan Khan will have to stay in jail at least till October 20th. This is because both the High Court and the Sessions Court will remain shut from October 15th to October 19th due to the Dussehra festivity and the weekend. The judge has said he is busy even on October 20th and will try to pronounce his order on that day. Earlier on Monday, the court had directed the Narcotics Control Bureau to file its reply to Aryan Khan's bail plea. The NCB opposed Aryan Khan's bail plea in the court on Wednesday and continued its argument on Thursday. Aryan Khan was arrested after the NCB conducted a raid on the Cordelia Cruises Empress ship off the coast of Mumbai on October 2nd. A rave party was allegedly taking place on the ship and Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan's son was on board. No drugs were found on him as per the NCB official. Home Minister Amit Shah warned Pakistan of more surgical strikes if it did not stop its transgressions and sponsoring the killings of civilians in Kashmir. The surgical strikes prove that we don't tolerate attacks. More will come if you transgress, Home Minister Amit Shah warned Pakistan. He was speaking at the foundation laying ceremony of the National Forensic Sciences University in Goa's Dharbandora. Surgical strike under Prime Minister Modi and former Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar was an important step. We sent out a message that no one can disturb India's borders. There was a time for talks, but now is the time to reciprocate, Amit Shah said. India conducted surgical strikes in Pakistan in September 2016 in response to its terrorist attack in Uri, Pathankot and Gurdaspur in India. It took out several terrorist camps in Pakistan. The surgical strikes were conducted on September 29, 2016, 11 days after the Uri attack. Actors Jacqueline Fernandez and Nora Fatehi were summoned by Enforcement Directorate for questioning on Thursday in connection with a money laundering case lodged against conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Nora Fatehi was asked to appear before the ED's Delhi office. Earlier, the ED had recorded Jacqueline's statement on multiple occasions in August and September in connection with the case. Sources said that Nora Fatehi's statement would be recorded under the PMLA in a cheating case lodged against Sukesh Chandrasekhar. The agency, according to sources, is probing if there was any financial transaction between conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar and Jacqueline Fernandez and Nora Fatehi.